Good morning, Killer Sports fans. It's Killer Sports Podcast here, and I'm coming out with a daily video. Earlier this morning, Antonio Brown, Pro Bowl receiver, All-Pro receiver, was traded to the Oakland Raiders for a third-round pick and a fifth-round draft pick in the 2019 draft. This comes to not very a surprise to many. Everybody knew he was going to be traded, but the Raiders seemed like a team no one was even thinking about that he was going to be traded. And a few days ago, I also talked about in my first podcast that Antonio Brown was in a video, and he stated, "I'm already in the black and gray," and that correlates to the colors of the Oakland Raiders. Before that, earlier in the day, he said he was going to announce what team he was going to, and he said the Raiders in that video also. And that just tells us that he was telling us he knew that that trade was going to happen before the public, us, knew. And I think the trade, if you're just trying to get something out of a player that's not going to play for you and wants big money, I guess a third and fifth round's okay. But to me, they could have pushed for a first round, but I get it's the money and they just need to get rid of him. And the Oakland Raiders knew that they could just ship some cheap draft picks over to the Steelers and get Antonio Brown. They knew it was that easy, because if the Steelers asked for a first, the Raiders would have been like, no, not at all. And the Steelers were already desperate, so they had to make the trade. And they'll get some players out of it, some mid-level prospects in the draft. They'll get some okay players. And that's all I wanted to say for this little short video. But Antonio Brown was traded to the Raiders today. And we'll just see how it turns out with Derek Carr and Antonio Brown.